And we start this edition with breaking news coming in from the national capital, where we learned that amid showdown over Waqf bill, the opposition parties have boycotted the JPC meeting on Waqf. Opposition leaders included Asaduddin Owaisi, Sanjay Singh and Gaurav Gogoi. They left the meeting midway. Remember, the opposition has been demanding to extend the Waqf JPC tenure. So that's the latest that's coming in from the national capital, where there was ruckus in the JPC meeting that was held today. We learned that few opposition members, which included Asaduddin Owaisi, Sanjay Singh and Gaurav Gogoi of the Congress, left the meeting midway. And this comes amid opposition's demand to extend the JPC Waqf tenure. Clearly, opposition's resentment over Waqf bill is now coming out in the open with a fresh tactic by the opposition to walk out midway of the meeting. We have reactions coming in. Before we lead into the reactions, let's first get a word from Harsha, my colleague, who has been tracking that story. Harsha, what is it that led to ruckus in the JPC meeting, and why is it that the opposition parties left midway when the meeting was underway?
Tanisha, to tell you precisely, it was regarding the extension of the JPC Joint Parliamentary Committee on the Waqf Amendment Bill. Earlier, we got to know that the draft of the JPC has already been prepared and it was to be submitted in the Lok Sabha on 29th of November on the last day of the first week of the winter session. But to this, each and every opposition members boycotted. They created ruckus and chaos. They came out of the room. They bombarded by stating, then lambasted at the chairman by stating that once opposition leaders have met the speaker, and it is the prerogative of speaker to decide whether the JPC has to be given extension or not, then how can the chairman decide that the draft is prepared and it has to be tabled? In fact, opposition went on by saying that there are several states where the JPC committee has yet not visited, like Bengal, like Bihar, like Jammu Kashmir, and there are several other stakeholders who are yet not given their presentation in the JPC. Then how come there could be a detailed report which has been prepared, and that's the incomplete report? With this, they boycotted, and now we have got to know that likely their demand will be accepted, because it is a prerogative of House to decide whether the JPC will be extended or not. The speaker will be the last to take this decision, but now meeting is underway and all the opposition leaders have now gone inside. But it was very interesting to see that how all the opposition leaders are now against of this fact that the entire Waqf Amendment Bill report has been prepared in the JPC. They don't want the report to be tabled right now. They want the more committee meetings, more tour of the committee to different parts of the state before a detailed report to be tabled in Lok Sabha. Back to you.
Right, Harsha. Thank you for getting us all those details. We also have some reactions that's coming in from the opposition parties, specifically from those indie leaders who walked out of the JPC meeting. Let's listen in to those reactions that's coming in.
Whatever the schedule has been said by Mr. Owaisi, prior to that, the fundamental things is this: witnesses have to be brought. Only the interested persons, maximum interested persons, who the association who are close to BJP were brought. That is, by that way, days have been wasted. Where different states, most importantly, there are Waqf properties are there. These states have not been called. Even at Delhi, it has not been called. Yesterday, you have seen at Sambal, for a Waqf property, 7 persons have been died. They are not taking it at all seriously. Therefore, this is entire vitiated, entire proceeding is vitiated. Repeatedly we are saying, give us chance. With humble way we have said. But he and his colleagues, BJP colleagues, have made it a very clear that no, it would not be done. Reading this side, that side, saying day after tomorrow the report will have to be submitted.
वक्फ कमेटी की जो ये जॉइंट कमेटी बनी, जॉइंट पार्लियामेंट कमेटी बनी है, इसमें 2 अहम सवाल हम आज उठा रहे हैं। सबसे पहला सवाल ये है कि हम बार बार स्पीकर महोदय से जो आश्वासन हमें मिला है, वो आश्वासन हमको चेयरमैन से नहीं मिल रहा। स्पीकर साहब हमको एक चीज कहते हैं, चेयरमैन साहब दूसरा चीज कहते हैं। मतलब सरकार और चेयरमैन पार्लियामेंट के जो अध्यक्ष हैं, उनके बीच में भी संतुलन नहीं है। मुझे लगता है कि स्पीकर से भी कोई बड़ा केंद्र सरकार को कोई बड़ा मंत्री है जो चेयरमैन को निर्देश दे रहा है। चेयरमैन एक पार्लियामेंट के कमेटी के चेयरमैन है, पर नहीं वो स्पीकर की बात नहीं, वो किसी और बड़े मंत्री के बातों को तवज्जो दे रहे हैं। दूसरी बात है, ये पूरी प्रक्रिया खत्म ही नहीं हुई, अभी भी बहुत से लोगों से हमको जानकारी लेनी है। हमारा एक दौरा था, जो दौरा संपूर्ण नहीं हुआ, उसमें बीच में ही खत्म हो गया, और उसके पश्चात भी बहुत लोगों की सुननी है, बहुत जगह जैसे अधूरा रह गया, वहां पे जाना है। उसके पश्चात भी आज चेयरमैन से जिस प्रकार से हमको सुनने में आया है कि रिपोर्ट तैयार है, तो मतलब ये तो बायस रिपोर्ट हो, ये तो अधूरा रिपोर्ट हो। तो इस प्रकार का ये जो यहाँ पे तानाशाही है, इसमें हम शामिल नहीं होना चाहते। इस प्रकार के बायस प्रोसीजर्स में हम शामिल नहीं होना चाहिए। सरकार पहले स्पष्टीकरण दे कि आज वो किसकी बात सुने, स्पीकर की बात नहीं सुनी जा रही, और यहाँ पे जो वास्तविक में जो स्टेक होल्डर्स है उनकी बात भी नहीं सुनी जा रही। ऐसे ऐसे लोगों को बुलाया गया है जो वक्फ प्रॉपर्टी का वो इंक्रोच, वो लीज पे रह रहे, रेंट पे ले रहे, जिनके वक्फ के कानून के साथ कोई तवज्जो नहीं है, कोई संपर्क नहीं है। ऐसे प्रकार के लोगों को लाया जा रहा है, पूरा धूमिल किया जा रहा है। तो हम इस धूमिल वाले ये जेपीसी में हम भाग नहीं लेना चाहते।
मैं बार बार ये कहता हूं कि इस देश में एक पार्टी का राज है जिसका नाम है भारतीय झगड़ा पार्टी। वो पूरे देश में झगड़ा कराना चाहती, बवाल कराना चाहती, और ये जो संभल में हुआ वो भी वह प्रॉपर्टी थी। वहां पे डीएम ने जबरदस्ती दोबारा सर्वे करके झगड़ा कराया, वहां पे 5 लोगों की जान गई, और ये हिंदू मुसलमान का झगड़ा नहीं था, सरकार के द्वारा 5 लोगों की हत्या की गई। तो ये सरकार प्रायोजित हिंसा थी। तो इसलिए मुझे लगता है कि जब तक पूरी रिपोर्ट तैयार न हो जाए, सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स को सुनना न लिया जाए, हमारा टूर न पूरा किया जाए, उसके पहले कोई ड्राफ्ट रिपोर्ट देना मैं समझता हूं बिल्कुल गलत है। और स्पीकर साहब ने हम लोगों को एश्योर किया था, हम लोगों को भरोसा दिलाया था कि हम इसका टाइम एक्सटेंड करेंगे, नंबर 1। दूसरा, उन्होंने कहा था 15 दिन में एक बार मीटिंग होगी, नंबर 2। और इन सारी बातों को दरकिनार करके आप कह रहे हैं कि नहीं हमारी रिपोर्ट तैयार है, हम प्रस्तुत कर देंगे।
Mandate is that the report should be given on the 29th.
Yes, sir.
First week, last day.
Yes, sir.
Now, how can you give it? There is a procedure that has to be followed. There is a procedure laid down by the rules and by the director speaker. First, the committee has to give a notice that there will be a clause by clause consideration. That notice has not been given. Secondly, listing of amendments and circulation of list of members they give. That has not been given. Second. Third, under Direction 77, there has to be clause by clause consideration. That takes at least 2 days. Fourth, based on the clause by clause consideration, draft report has to be finalized and shared with Legislative Department, then Ministry of Law and Justice. Hindi translation of that report should come. We don't know. Then the draft report with amendment bill, as prepared by the Legislative Council, by the chairman, should be approved. Then it should be circulated to members. Then the draft, Direction 70 of Speaker, draft report on the bill as amended is considered by the committee. After that, whether the report is adopted or not, the chairperson will give members the right to give dissent report, Direction 85, Rule 303. And after the examination of dissent note by the Secretary, Direction 91, the preparation regarding present final report of the House. All these steps have not been taken, and most important, this committee has not visited state of Bihar. This committee has not gone to West Bengal.
Jammu Kashmir.
This joint working committee, the chairman assured us that a minister from Delhi government will call. That has not been called. There are many stakeholders which want to come. In fact, I am telling you, from Kashmir, Mir-wise Umar Farooq wants to come. Now, will that not send a strong message to the whole country that from Kashmir, Mir-wise wants to come? Why are you not allowing this committee? Why isn't the government allowing this committee to meet every stakeholder? And on 29, this cannot be done.